I quit my job last week and today is moving day.
Come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Come ye to Bethlehem.
We got the U-Haul this morning and it smells like weed. He apologized. He's like, smell my clothes. It's not me. It's not me. Rachel's trying to fumigate it and try to make it smell a little bit better. So we're going to be loading up today and leaving tomorrow.
Come and behold him, born the King of Angels.
Have you ever thought about moving out of state, moving away from your family? So me and Rachel both, all of our family are all up in Indiana. And a year ago, we decided to move away. And there's a lot of things that we learned along the way. We talked to friends and family about their experiences moving away from their family. And as you can see, there's a U-Haul right here. We decided to move back.
Come, let us adore him. Come, let us adore him.
Well, needless to say, we had to take a little break. Wow, there's an echo in here. All right, hold on. The house is completely empty. Like, this is it. The U-Haul is packed, and we are about to get out of here. When we decided to move, one person told me, you can't move. You cannot move unless you have a reason for going, like you're going to a school, like a college, or you have a job that you're going after. That you cannot leave unless you have these things. What we came to do, what we came to find out, we found out. We found a great church here in the area. We found out things about ourselves, had an adventure. One of the biggest things is it's not a mistake. It's a stepping stone, and it's learning and it's experiences. But the person that told me you had to have a reason, he wasn't too far off base. As I was talking to my pastor here, he told me that a lot of times if you don't have a job or a ministry or something that you're going for, then you don't have the grounding that you need to where it feels like home. If you don't have those things, then you should try to build strong friendships and relationships. You have to make time for other people. Rachel's calling me. Hold on a minute. That was my wife telling me that I gotta go, that I need to hit the road and get in the truck and meet up with her. So real quick, let me say this. Should you move? Number one, for people trying to get out of bad environments, maybe their family is a little toxic, or maybe they have circles of friends that get them in trouble and they're not good and healthy for them. I know at least two people off the top of my head that I'm thinking about that it was great for them to get away. They got away from the influences, they were able to travel, experience new things. It was amazing for them. It was the best thing they ever did in their life. But I know other people, us, that family is important and you don't realize how much you'll miss them until you leave. The worst thing you can say at the end of your life is what if? What if I took that journey? And if you spend the rest of your life with regrets because you never left your comfort zone, then I think that's a really big mistake.
Faithful, joyful and triumphant. Come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of Angels. Come, let us adore him. Come, let us.
So we made it to Indiana safe and sound. I've actually been at my job for about a week and a half. And now I want to give you the nitty gritty stuff. The 5 things that we kind of figured out while we were there that we didn't realize until after we left. So number 1, let's wait for these cars to get by. All right, number 1 is community. You have a strong community, mainly your family. You help them, they help you. You have those deep relationships. And when you go to a new place, you feel completely alone, being isolated. I would say even vulnerable. When I would step out my front door, instead of feeling, I'm home, this is my house, it was more like, I'm this itty-bitty thing, this itty-bitty person in this big old world of nothingness. Like, if something happened, I have no one to call on. That leads to point number 2 is help. If anything ever happens, who are you going to call on to help? Who are you going to call on when you don't know what you're doing when it comes to construction or renovation problems with your house? When the battery dies, or you need help moving furniture, or you need a truck. And we ran into a lot of those things already, probably all of those things. I had to call on people that I wasn't really comfortable on calling on because I would feel like I owe them. The pastor helped me move furniture. The neighbors helped me jumpstart the battery. Maybe you don't need help. Maybe you can just call and pay a service or something. But number 2 is help. Number 3 is vacations and holidays. We thought it would be a piece of cake until we got there and realized we have a bunch of family up north that wants to spend time with us. Instead of being able to take your vacation days from work and go and do whatever you want with your family and plan trips that you want to do, instead you might have to center those around holidays, add vacation to your holidays so you can get all of your family in. Whether you have to drive and you have to go to dad's this day, mom's this day, and these grandparents this day and these grandparents that day, and trying to split it up and make sure that when you come up north to the state or wherever you're going, that you have time to see everybody before you have to go back home. So that burns up your vacation days, so there goes family time. Number 4, the cost of traveling. I can't count how many times we came north and south, back and forth, about 500 miles, 1,000 miles round trip. So the cost of traveling is expensive. And then we stayed with family when we came to visit, but when they came to visit us, we didn't have room for them, so they had to stay in hotels. So their cost, our cost. Number 5, this is the most important for us. This is one of the biggest reasons why we came back, is family. Is your purpose for leaving strong enough for your kids not to be able to grow up having that close relationship with grandparents? We have FaceTime and all those other things now, but that's not the same thing as being able to pop on in, to be able to chill out with them and have dinner with them. It's not the same thing. Those are things that we came up with, and I will tell you right now, it was not a mistake leaving, and I would do it again because we had a great